lovers, welcome to Honeybee Stamping Hive, where a creative buzz is always in the air. I am Tashana Lundy, your independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in Florida, serving customers all over the United States. And today, we're going to be making a fun little pouch using the Paper Medley Mix-In Designer Series paper, the Lily of the Valley stamp set, as well as the Scalloped Blooms dies, okay? So before we get started on our project, of course, we have to go over the buzzworthy business of the day. So we have our Bikes and Blooms paper pumpkin kit that's going to make 9 cards. Calypso Coral is the classic stamping spot. We have the Wonderful Scenes add-on dies that coordinate with April, May, and June paper pumpkin kits, and it's $13. Item number 168665. And I do have a link in the description box below for you to sign up for the paper pumpkin if you haven't already done so. Next up, we have our Berry Botanical Vellum. This is the product of the month for May 2026. So if you want this exclusive product, you need to spend $75 in a single order, and you can purchase this for only $5. Okay, this is a 12 by 12 vellum, and you do get, I think, 12 sheets. All right. And next up, we have our rewards program. This is the Stampin' Rewards program, which is when you earn 10% on all orders $20 or more, excluding tax and shipping. You redeem rewards on future orders. You track and save rewards in your online Stampin' Up account, and those rewards do expire 12 months after the earning date, okay? And we are still having our join special. We have 2 offers from May 5th to the 31st, 2026. If you want to join Stampin' Up, your first option is to spend $99 to purchase your kit. You get to choose $125 worth of product, and then they're going to give you the set of the 2026 to 2028 in color ink pads. That's 5 ink pads. That is a $63 value. If you don't want those ink pads, and I don't know why you wouldn't, you can choose to just add $35 more to your starter kit, okay? So that is all of our buzzworthy business of the day. So let's go ahead and get started on our project. Okay, so now we are going to go ahead and get started. I have a piece of designer series paper that is 4 by 6, and we're going to do some scoring using our score tool here. Now, let me just tell you, this project was, I got the measurements and everything from Julie DiMaggio, I think her name is, off of Paper Pixie, the Paper Pixie. I can't remember if her name is Julie or not, but I got all the measurements and everything from her. So 4 by 6 is the size of the paper. I am going to score this at 2 inches, 2 3/4 inches, 4 3/4, and 5 1/2 on the 6-inch side, okay? Then I'm gonna rotate it and score at 3/4 of an inch and 3 inches. Okay, and that is all we need this scoreboard for. Okay, so let's go ahead and burnish all of our score lines. Whenever you're making a 3D project, you want to make sure that your score lines are nice and crisp. So I'm just going to fold over on those score lines and burnish them down with my bone folder here. We have 2 more to go. Okay, then I'm going to get my scissors, and I am going to cut. I have the 1/2 inch piece right here. I'm going to cut up this little score line and this one here and cut this little rectangle away. Okay, then I'm going to cut up all the score lines here at the bottom. And then we're going to cut this first score line down from the top. We're going to cut that all the way down to the last score line. If you want, you can put this on your trimmer to cut it, or use some long bladed scissors, but I use the short bladed scissors better than the long, so that's why I'm doing that. Okay, so then we're gonna angle cut this little tab here. We're gonna do that. Then we're gonna angle cut these little squares down here. Just like that. And that is all of the cutting done for this piece. I was looking for the case for my scissors. These are sharp. Okay, so we have that done. So now I'm going to put some tearing tape on here. So we're going to put tearing tape on this little tab, and I want to get it close to the score line. Okay, and then I'm going to flip it over, and this is the tab here, and the first long rectangle at the bottom, that's where we're going to put some more tearing tape. Right there. Okay, and then I have a retired punch here. This is the detailed trio punch, and I'm just using it for the corner rounder. I'm going to round the ends of this tab up here. That's going to be the top of our little pouch here. And then I'm going to do this side. Okay, so we have this part all done. So we can go ahead and remove the backing of our tearing tape. If there's any extra, fold it over. And we're going to just fold it over on the second score line. So not this like this, but the next one over. So that first square tab, fold that all the way over, and then fold this over to meet and burnish it. And that is the beginning of the pouch, just like that. And then we're going to take the tabs at the bottom. We're going to take the long rectangle that does not have the tearing tape on it. We're going to push that in. I'm going to push my side tabs in. Then I'm going to release the tearing tape from the bottom piece here, and we're going to square this up and get that pushed on just like that. Okay, and we're going to set that to the side. So I have punched out a piece of basic beige with a 1-inch punch. I am not sure if the 1-inch punch is even current still, but if it's not, use whatever size you need, okay? And I'm gonna have some Memento Tuxedo black ink. This is just the size I'm using because it fits the decoration I want to put. And I'm gonna stamp a little thanks. Now, these pouches, I'm making like 20 of these. I am going on a cruise, and I like to give my cabin steward gifts every day with their tip in it, and then my wait staff, and then just random acts of kindness to people on the ship. So by the time this video comes out, I'll be back from my cruise and back to my regular routine. So that is, we're gonna stamp a little thanks. And for the other ones, I use the banner sayings, and I put you're the sweetest. So I have Darling Duckling here, one of my blending brushes. And let me get some scrap paper. I want to take some of that off, and I'm just going to go around the edges of this basic beige with this Darling Duckling. We don't need it like a very strong presence. I just want to put it on the edges like this. Okay. And so for the Scalloped bloom dies, I took some crisp cantaloupe and die cut the second smallest. So not this one here, but the next one out with crisp cantaloupe. And then I use this die here with some peaceful pine and die cut some leaves. And we're gonna put this together. So let me get my glue. I'm gonna glue this onto the crisp cantaloupe. Try to get it centered on there. Okay. Then I'm gonna add 2 little dots of glue, one on each leaf here, just like that. Then I'm gonna pick that up. I'm gonna place these leaves. You place them wherever you want, however you want. And I'm just gonna hold that for a second or two, just like that. Okay. And then I have a piece of basic white here. This is 3/4 of an inch by 6 inches. And I scored this at 1 1/4, 2, and then 4 3/8. And this is gonna be my belly band for my little pouch. And what did I get to put in here? I have some Cadbury Caramello miniatures. These are individually wrapped candies. So I have, this will fit in here perfectly. So I'm gonna put that inside. And I'm gonna pinch the sides in on the bottom of the bag here. Then I'm just gonna fold this over. And that is our pouch. Now, Julie tied a ribbon, like punched a hole and tied a ribbon through and did all these things. And I didn't want to use a lot of ribbon because I was making so many. So I am just making a belly band for mine. And I've gone ahead and put tear and tape on the front of this tab here and on the back of this one here. On one, so it's tear and tape on each end. We're just gonna close that up and we're gonna wrap this around. Now, you don't need to pull it tight because you need to be able to pull this on and off to get inside of the package here. So that's just to help keep it closed. Then we're gonna get some Stampin' Dimensionals. I have some little bits here that are about to be done. This sheet is almost done. So I'm gonna put one above that little intersection of the belly band, and then one below it. And this is where we're gonna place our embellishment. We're gonna put that on right there, like that. And you can pull it to the side if you need to press it to make sure it sticks, and then just scoot it back on. Okay, and the last thing we're gonna do is add some bling. So I have the 2026 to 2028 in color dots. And we're gonna put, where's my take your pick tool? We're just gonna get one of these in crisp cantaloupe and put right there at the bottom. Isn't that cute? That is the project done, you guys. And now let me show you, I did make another one using paper from this same paper pack, but it's the black and white stripes. So I put a black belly band and I made this flower in bubble bath, but everything else is the same. And this gem on this one, what is that? That is the pearlized faceted circles. So yeah, isn't this cute? Okay, you guys, that's it. That's all. Don't forget to leave a comment, like, share, and subscribe. And as always, I want to thank you for buzzing by the Hive today. Until next time, buzz you later. Bye.